folks, I'm Will, and this is our UFO and ET Continuum. This is video I shot back on February 23rd, 2011. I'm going to show you a few seconds of this because really what I want you to see are the 8 photographs that I took of this same object. It looked nothing like the video you just saw. Panasonic Lumix camera. It is old, and it was kind of old back then in 2011. I have 8 photographs with very mysterious images on them, and they've really bothered me for a long time for a lot of reasons, and we'll get right to this right now. This is my location, the back deck of my home here in Northern Ontario. Camera was on a tripod in a little corner of the planter box there, and here are the photos of the bright flashing object. And you guys, if you've been following me for a number of years, you recognize that. I use that thing as my avatar, Facebook, YouTube, wherever I wander around. I've always thought this kind of looked disc-like. Showing it to other people, they think it looks like a bird or a plane. So yeah, that was the first of the 8. And I took all 8 photos within about 30 seconds of each other. And they all look extremely different from one to the next. And then we have this concoction here. Is this a camera anomaly that somebody else has experienced when photographing bright objects in the night sky? I have not seen photos similar to this, with maybe one exception, and that would be Lisa Boccanero's photos out of Italy of a really dramatic sighting that she had a couple of years ago that I actually did a video on. And these don't remind me directly of hers, but they kind of have the same texture and contour that a couple of her shots did. This is an odd one. It does look like an alien head there on the right hand side of this thing. Yeah, they're very odd images. Yeah, you take a picture of what you think might be a UFO and you hope for a shiny silvery disc or something, and you get this. It's an incredible puzzle to me how this actually manifested itself onto the images in this camera, because this was nothing like what I saw. What I saw was a bright, throbbing light, and when you looked at through the binoculars, it appeared to have maybe a red and a blue light attached to the top of it. It hung in position as it usually does, and then it just blinked off for the final time. It's absolutely not a star. The stars travel through the sky like stars do. This object stayed in the same spot. Yeah, another very odd image. You can see I ran the usual filters that I run on these, hoping to glean some other kind of insight. I have no insight at all. Here's another fun one. Next picture. These are all taken, one after another. There we go. Strange shapes, purpley colors. What am I really looking at? I think I mentioned this on my last presentation of this 3 years ago. My friend who took my mojo, he seems to be of the school of thought that these things will appear when they are being looked for, and occasionally he has told me that he thinks that they try to entertain and engage certain observers. His experience is a lot different than mine, but when I got in the house and got these images onto my computer and looked at them for the first time, frankly I was beside myself. I threw the video together that day and published it that day. I was so excited about these strange images. This is the last of them. Just as strange as all the others. Some type of gassy thing there on the left, and whatever that thing is up there on the right. And these things, you know, the images, they're contoured. They have shape to them, and they almost have a texture to them. I have not seen this object since. This was the second time it had showed up back in 2011, and I have not had a recurring sighting of it. I'd love to, given that I have a nicer camera now and nicer cameras and a bit wiser about how to photograph anomalies in the sky. I'm not saying that this is a UFO by conventional accepted terms, meaning a disc or a physical craft in the sky. Some people suggest that this was some organic type thing. It could be some type of plasma manifestation of some type. The light that a lot of these bright UFOs give off is very distinct, and you other people out there who've seen them, and a lot of you who record them, know that this bright, bluish, insanely brilliant light that is always recognizable. You guys, I hope you had a great year. We're winding down here. It's almost 2015, and once again we're left with no answers, lots of mystery. The only thing that we can confirm is there are lights in the sky that don't always make sense. If you guys have any opinions or information on what you've just seen, I would really appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful new year, and we'll be talking soon.